Hello, YouTube. It's me, Blake Judge. As you can tell from the thumbnail and the video title, I'm talking about the new edition of female custodes. I doubt that you don't know already, but Games Workshop yesterday pretty much there was a leak of a short story from new Custodes Codex that talked about basically a female custodes, which there's never been one like ever in all the years of Games Workshop. And now they're coming in with that and a tweet I'll show you later on that they actually do exist. And I wanted to state my opinion about this whole entire controversy, which it has turned into a controversy, obviously. And if and no, I don't care if you think that I shouldn't do this or whatever because I'm a small channel. I don't care. Just feel like saying that. All right, let's talk about this. So first off, I want to talk about this. Oh, oop, no, no. But yes, let's talk about this one. This tweet. Since when? Why did you make female custodians? This user asked. And the official Twitter says since the first of 10,000 were created, there have always been female custodians, which they never ever wrote about. Well, maybe there was this one part of this one story book. I think it's like Eons or something that could allude to a female custodian, but that's really it. Not much to go off of. Also, the fact that that short story in the Custodes Codex and some of the tweets that they've been posting, and the fact that Games Workshop has been banning Twitter users, or X users, I should say, if people have a complaint about it or question their decision, they get banned. Well, that's how I interpret it personally, but I am right about that, at least on the first part. So this kind of felt rushed in. They didn't really do that much. They just a short story, no like book or even a miniature. I kind of felt like they rushed it in. A lot of people actually seem like they rushed it in. I guess they're testing the waters for female space marines. I'm not sure. That is a good guess. And so because of this, a lot of people has been calling Games Workshop woke and such when Games Workshop has been left lingering for their entire existence. In case you haven't noticed, Warhammer 40k is political is satire. Yeah, the politics in it are satire, and they have a LGBTQ plus representation in the books and whatnot. So yeah, they've been woke for a long time, and this is the first time they redid the law or whatever. There's been plenty of times. This one sparked because there was no female custodians before, and people thinking this is gonna lead to female space marines, which yeah, probably will. Honestly, if they make a female custodians, I wouldn't doubt that we're gonna get a female space marines. Are probably going to anyways. Some people who are against female space marines already said even that they know it's gonna eventually happen. I'm not naming names though. Also, there are people who think and say that they might have been financially pushed to do this. That is because of the two investment groups you see on the top left, Vanguard Group and BlackRock. Now, these two have a good share in the stock. These two companies are very progressive, they are very left leaning. They are responsible for, I forget what the abbreviations are, but these two programs, initiatives for like diversity hire and whatnot, and Games Workshop as well as like Disney, they try to get into good graces because if they do, at least at the very least BlackRock, they can mention them as they're taught. I forget how they do it, but if if you're in a good graces, at least with BlackRock, you can get some tax relief or something like that. Something to do with taxes. I totally forget what it's about, but that's probably why they would do it, like Disney has done, as an example, which they most likely have because if they can save money, they're going to save that money, even if they're going down in a downward spiral. So enough about that tax talk. Law rise, we don't got that much in it. So I know people are gonna bring up about the stocks. Let's just get that. Let's just get that over with. So I took these shortly before I started making the video. These two are July 4th, 2024 stocks. This is the day one because it just started yesterday. Honestly, though, my suggestion, if you really care about the stock, both in the UK's pound and in the dollar bill, or the GPX, I should say, you should probably wait a week at the very least. I personally don't think that this was handled that well, honestly. They could have done more. It didn't have to replace anything. It literally could have been new law. Like with Belsarius Code being like, haha, Gilliman, I have found this STC. And with it, we could potentially make female warriors that can wear power armor of the Space Marine or whatever kind. It may be less a quantity, maybe less a quality or whatever, but we can do it. Who should we give it to? And who should we try it out on? Hmm. How about the Sisters of Silence? Ah, great. Something like that. That would have been better. Maybe throw in some of the Necron Blackstone in there. They could have went about as much bigger, better way. But they didn't, as you know. Just felt like there should have been more. There should have been more to it. Like I feel like it would have been more accepted if there was like more into it, but there isn't. Just a short story and some tweets. And Games Workshop banning people who are concerned or at the very least against or somewhat against this. And of course, the community, at least on X, but probably a lot of other sites, being toxic as all hell. Toxic, toxic as all heck. It's really on there. I've seen it. I did engage in it here and there, but that it ain't good. Embarrassing. This whole entire community toxic female custodies thing. It's embarrassing. It don't look good at all for the community. If somebody wants to really engage with the community and look in there, they're gonna see all that stuff and they'll be like, "Ew, what the heck? I ain't enjoying this. I was interested, but never mind. All these people toxic as hell," or something like that. It's not great. I mean, you could blame whichever side you want. Both are responsible for it, whichever way. I know that ain't fancy. That I've seen it. They're both responsible for it. No, no, there's no innocent or whatever. Innocence proves no Ha ha ha. So, am I really against the idea? No, not really. I'm honestly surprised it took this long to get somewhere like this. I had this feeling that eventually, something was gonna happen like this, and it was gonna stop this type of thing. I just didn't expect it to happen so soon. And now we're here, and well, the flames are up. People say they're gonna quit Warhammer. Well, wait a week for that if they're actually gonna stop talking about Warhammer. Because if they're back in a week or whatever, or they're gonna still talk about Warhammer or whatever, you know, like in a week or less, then I guess they didn't really leave. Unless they're trying to juice it out before they leave. Juice out content. So, this thing is nasty. Not a good look for the community. People on their high horses about it and whatnot. And being everybody on both sides being toxic to one another. Ew, Blade Shots is fancy. No. Oh, maybe I'm not. I don't know. I don't really care. Play about that if you want. I don't give a shit. Am I fine with this? Yeah. As I said before, I kind of predicted this. So in a way, I would accepted it. Sort of. But did this go the right way? No. Is the community looking very bad in front of everybody else? Yes, yes, most definitely. Is it gonna stop? It's gonna take some time before it stops. Well, it would. Well, it probably would never stop. It'll die down. Yeah. Will it ever stop? No, it won't. Well, I'm gonna be a go, and I'm gonna be a heretic for a while. So, hail chaos, praise chaos, blood for the blood god, and skulls for the skull throne. And I forget the other three chaos gods say. What were they saying? I forget. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm looking up. All right. Bye bye, everybody.